Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka James Kazao on MTGO, and today for the first time on the channel I'll be playing Vintage. It's a format that I don't have a whole lot of familiarity with, but I've watched some of the Bosch and Roll videos that he's put out, and it looks like a really cool format. Furthermore, I saw this list posted by Kenzaburo. It put up a 5-0, and it's Grixis control. So I thought, hey, might as well try it out. There's some things that I'm pretty familiar with in this list, like 4 Bowmasters, some Lightning Bolts. It's also a Lurrus deck, so I don't feature a lot of companion work on the channel, so that will be fun. Huge shout out to Manahandler, my friend, for lending me some cards, and also KingoftheDepths, who's a incredible mod on the Bosch and Roll Discord. Thank you so much for lending me these cards and making this league possible. And other than that, trying out some new recording technique. Hopefully this will eliminate all of the kind of white noise hum that has been brought up, and yeah, hopefully it's just gone now. Yeah, another 4-1. Count it. So let's hop in the league here. And please check out the Patreon if you want some more Grixis Control content. Got tons up there, and there's a lot of good value up there. Recently dropped the pledge to $2, so if you want to see a bunch of cool Grixis Control matches that I'm not more than just the weekly video on the YouTube channel, consider checking it out. Link in bio, or description rather. And I'm pretty excited to try this out. There's also 4 Ponders, 2 Preordains. I don't play with Preordain very often. And if I get to cast 1 Ancestral Recall or a Black Lotus, I'll be having a pretty good time. I don't know quite how long it takes to queue into a match in the vintage queues, but should be going here fairly soon. What else? Oh, Strip Mine. That's an interesting card. Can destroy a basic land. Pretty nasty stuff. Also taps for colorless, so yeah, just a very powerful card. Got some Mox. No combo finish, though. So we're really going to be relying on Dreadhorde Arcanist to grind out our opponent and get over the line with Bowmaster beats. Maybe a Time Walk will help facilitate those beats. We'll see. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We've won the die roll, which I hear is very good to do in Vintage. I will declare Lurrus my companion. Well, I think opponent might be doing the same right now. Not sure what this pause could mean otherwise. Maybe they have like ley lines, but I don't think that's really a Vintage thing. And I have a pretty good understanding of what the sideboard is for. Tabernacle for survival, or Vengevine kind of bizarre decks that have no mana. Fatal Push likely for the white decks that are popular in the format, but I think Orcish Bowmasters will also shore up that matchup. We got Shattering Spree for Shops decks. Mindbreak Trap, generally good when opponents are casting multiple artifacts for fast mana. Now, Spreading Seas, I'm a little green on as well. I probably should have done a little reading about that to see what the Spreading Seas is for. Yep, got a Lurrus matchup. I think this hand is pretty good. We got a Lotus, a Force that I wouldn't mind pitching Spreading Seas to. Or we could hardcast Force and Negation, I guess. Or we could put Lurrus in hand and just start doing Lotus stuff. Or is that more of a turn 3 thing where you can do it all at once? Yeah, let's see what the opponent's up to. And is Time Walk as Explorer at all excusable here? We'll find out. Mox Sapphire, sure. Mox Pearl, okay. Black Lotus, wow. Yep. And passing. Was I supposed to force the Black Lotus? Maybe. Lightning Bolt. Seems pretty good against Lurrus. It would be cool if they cast that. Could fight with a force. I noticed there's no Flusterstorm in this list, which seems like one of the better tools in Vintage. DT resolves. Try and get them to tap a little lower. Top. Very powerful card. So this could be like a Tinker Shops kind of thing, I think. It's hard to say. Another land. Is it really dangerous to pass the turn? If I time walk, I can play another land and have a lightning bolt up and force a negation, doing the Lurrus thing. Cast Lotus. Resolves. Okay. Well. So putting Lurrus in your hand is a special action. Let's see if this resolves. Yes, okay. Go to my next turn here. Wasteland. Yeah, it seems pretty good too. Wasteland your Underground Sea. That happened. I think I'll get Badlands here. Round out my colors. Lurrus to hand. Lurrus to field. Spinning the top. Lurrus is in. Cast Lotus. Lotus resolves. Okay. Feel pretty well set up, but we need some further gas, really. We're not doing too much. How do we clear this hump? Got an activation on Rainforest. Deadly Dispute. Draw 2 cards and make a treasure token. I could force that. Is that any good? Let's hold off. You can tell me if that's wrong, though. That top gives them a lot of selection. Uh-oh. Alright, you got Lurrus. I don't think I'm going to try and gate them on mana here. Okay, they're just passing. I guess I could try to bolt Lurrus, right? They do have Hardcast Force of Will up, so maybe winning this fight over a Lurrus is kind of important. More land is probably not where we want to be. Bolt you? Okay. How about Spreading Seas that? And I could pay with my Lotus. Just recast. Bowmasters. That seems pretty good. Send for 3. We're in there. I mean, if this is a really mid-rangey fight, I really want to know what they picked up with their top, though. Top is back. We knew they were going to draw that. Now what? Another Underground Sea. So they have a lot of mana, too. Bowmasters and Lurrus, not a bad combo. Gotta say. Okay, they're drawing another card. Should I just Bowmaster this? Really press my advantage? I don't see why not. Build that board out. Didn't counter it. Although I guess countering it when you have a Lurrus is not very attractive. Invasion of New Phyrexia. When it enters the battlefield, you create X/2/2 white and blue knight. That's pretty good. And then it flips into a Teferi. I should try to counter this. They can probably beat it, because I can't imagine anything else in their hand. But we gotta try, right? Okay, yeah. Not surprising. I don't have a Flusterstorm of my own, or else I actually maybe could have won this fight. So they're going to get tons of 2/2s, which is not good. Yeah. I have this army token, which is not bad. Ponder. Not a bad place to start. If I can hit, like, Ancestral and kind of refill. Not quite, but Time Twister alongside Bowmasters seems pretty good, I gotta say. Cast Lotus, I think, since I'm about to do a wheel here. Maybe this is the win con. Okay, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 there to cast 1 more. I mean, they'll probably have counter magic, but will they have like 2? That's the real question. And then hopefully Lightning Bolt can just finish him off. I think I got Underground Sea here. All right. So far, so good. I've won my first game of Vintage in ages. I think I might have tried playing it once a long time ago. Okay, for a matchup like this, I imagine Pyroblast must be pretty good if they're going to play a big battle like that. What else, though? Steel Sabotage? Probably not. I think that's for like the shop's decks as well. Nile Spellbomb seems like a decent value piece. But yeah, the closest thing I have to a sweeper is Time Twister Bowmasters. I also really have no idea how to sideboard in these situations, but maybe I can part with 1 Force Negation. Or maybe Spreading Seas is just not very good. I wonder what those Spreading Seas are for. I mean, it's probably for the cumbersome, all these crazy lands in the format, and this deck probably doesn't have that many. So I can probably go without Spreading Seas. Do I want a Fatal Push? Nile Spellbomb doesn't seem that bad as a value piece against a Lurrus deck. But my intuition could be just like entirely wrong about this stuff. This is my inclination. See how horribly wrong I am. But it felt like Lightning Bolt was pretty clutch there. I will declare Lurrus. Alright, we got turn 1 Bowmasters and a Strip Mine. Seems pretty good. And a Force of Will. I think this hand's really good. Dress Down could be good. Because yeah, I'm just not really sure how to win with this deck yet. I mean, I have an idea, but it's not like really like gelling yet, you know? They have a Mana Crypt. That could be good for us if they lose the flip a bunch anyways. Lurrus to hand, sure. Can't Strip Mine a Flooded Strand, of course. So yeah, I think we'll just hold up Bowmasters. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to main phase it. Okay, they're activating right now. For an Underground Sea. Recall. I should probably force that. Pitch Dress Down. Success. I hit Time Walk. Do I just do the Explore thing? I don't think so. Not when so much more is available to me. Let's hold up Bowmasters. Ah, they won the flip. That is too bad. Mana Vault. Okay. Manifold Key. Dude, that is a lot of mana. So they have a Lurrus and 2 unknowns. They can make a lot of knights if they have that invasion card. Soul Guide Lantern, sure. Down to one more card. What could it be? If they're really banking on Ancestral to do work here, and their last card is like a land or something, we could be in good shape. I'll punish this. Dress down. Okay. So that was their last card. We might be able to gate them on colors a little bit if I strip mine. And I'm maybe not doing anything else with my land drop next turn anyways. Mox Jet. So Lurrus and one unknown. Okay. It's a lot of mana. Am I supposed to put Lurrus in hand instead now? Mox Jet of our own. Could cast Time Walk. I'll start with an attack. Pretty choked on blue. I'm gonna ponder. Okay. Yeah, how about I cast Time Walk. And strip mine. They haven't shown me a wasteland yet. Should I just get an island? We're already exposed, though. And I feel like at this point, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Another ponder. Sure. Okay, not really seeing what I wanted to. But is this a shuffle, or do I just keep the preordain? I think I'll keep the preordain. I don't have anything good to do with this Lurrus except attack for 3. So that's not great. Yeah, I could just keep attacking their mana, I guess. Cast preordain next turn. Attacking their mana does not seem great, though. But if I can hold them back on colored sources, like they don't have any blue mana right now, could be alright. Might be okay. And if I can get them on the hook to, like, Thought Seize me or something, like, I don't really mind losing this Mox Jet, I think. They win the flip again. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, Lurrus Soul Guide Lantern. Pretty good stuff when I'm thinking about using Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, they have Underground Sea. Yep. Gotta find a way to beat this. Exiling Time Walk. Not a bad choice when Time Twister is also part of my plan. Alright. Hit your Underground Sea. They have Malcolm. This is not optional, so they will have to do that if they, you know, attack with Malcolm. So that's kind of cool. Black Lotus. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Well, they do have Soul Guide Lantern. I can get them to blow it right now. Then we could have a stare off with our Lurruses, our Lurri. Or I could just cast Lorien Revealed next turn. That seems kind of better. Oh, Jesus. I can't cast Lurrus with this mana. I am very silly. Oh, I can't put it in my hand, though. That's what I was trying to do. Getting ahead of myself here. Okay. Yeah, it's just so free. It's so free. Maybe they'll draw a card. I doubt it, but... Yeah, just untapping their mana vault. Probably should have done this all in second main. Okay. Yeah, they might be reticent to draw a card here. And without any blue mana, hopefully... Yeah, they keep winning those flips. That's 3 flips they've won. They could be at... They could have been at 8 right now. Kind of a big difference. So yeah, blue cards are not a good draw. Lurrus has a free attack. Depending on how much trouble they're in with their mana, they might feel like they have to attack with Malcolm. No, okay. Yeah, no block. I think these Bowmasters are kind of important. Lotus. Make blue. Cast Lorien Revealed. Okay. This is all good stuff. They'll probably bomb in response to Lurrus. And then I'll just do some bobble stuff. I mean Lantern, not bomb. What are you drawing? Okay. That's pretty scary if they have blue mana, but if they don't, it's not so bad. Because of Force of Will, I should just do this again right now. I want to draw 2. And also not really interested in trading Bowmasters for Malcolm. Underground Sea. Island. Rough. Damn, they won 4 flips in a row. That's wild. I think I will trade Lurrus's, though. Because their Lantern is doing a lot more for them than my Bauble, unfortunately. Yep. They don't even have to blow it, though. They can just exile my Bauble. But I think that was worth it. Just kind of need to pull ahead here. Yeah, I think this trade is fine, right? I could be wrong about that, but it seems like it's fine. Just feels like they're getting so much more than me. I hope that wasn't a mistake. Another Lorien Revealed. I think I probably just send that, right? Well, I could still send it after a Ponder. I'd like some counter magic. Yeah, there we go. plenty of Bowmasters, which I think is pretty good. If they win another flip, I swear to God, I don't know what I'll do. Oh my God. This game, I think, maybe could have been over by now, right? Because they played that on turn 1. Yeah, that would have been 15 damage. So crazy. Not much to be said about it, though. Urza's Saga. Okay, alright. That is a problem. Now I need my dress down. Which I did... pitched. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. I blew it. I was feeling so good until now. Ah, crap. Yeah, what do I do about this card? I feel like I can't beat it. Bottom, bottom. Yeah, I don't think I can beat a Saga. How did I miss that? Well, I guess they just didn't play it in the first game. If I can tread water until their mana crypt, like, actually deals damage to them, I mean, this game would have been entirely different. Deadly Dispute. Let's load them up. Maybe my army will contest with their constructs. But probably not. Yeah, that thing will be gigantic. I pretty much just need to find Time Twister at this point for a KO. Back it up with Force of Will. It's not impossible. If they have Shadow Spear, that could be bad. Play the Arcanist. If I can get them to at least like blow the Soul Guide Lantern, that'd be nice. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Are they cheating? They've won 6 flips in a row? That's kind of absurd. Does this happen often? Kind of need to catch up on clock too. Okay, looks like they're going to do an invasion of New Phyrexia here instead of making a construct. Or actually, they can probably just do both. Probably do everything here. So yeah, really looking for that Time Twister. Yep. 8/8. It's big. It's big, all right. All right, I'm halfway through my deck, so it's not unheard of to be able to find a Time Twister from this point. Wasteland. Also not bad. Hit your Saga. And trigger Arcanist here. Try and cast a Ponder. Yep. Not surprising. So now my army can trade with the construct if they don't have another artifact. Seems kind of not likely. But their cantrips are pretty deadly to them. They just start losing some flips. I feel like there might be a squeeze here. Yeah, surprise, surprise. 7 flips in a row. Wild. At least are taking one from Mana Vault. Flooded Strand. Finally pulled ahead on clock here. They wanted this. Huh. This Planeswalker draws cards, but also the Knights getting big would be pretty scary. I mean, I'll take a block on it like that. It's flipping no matter what, unless I like throw all of my Bowmasters away, which seems bad. So let's not do that. See what they do with this Teferi. Yeah, there's just no way they're going to draw cards with it. So they might... Yeah, tuck my army token, probably. Oh, they're working on my Bowmasters. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, we really need a good draw here. Nile Spellbomb. Okay, I mean... It is a redraw, but it does not feel great. Maybe I was supposed to... Okay, that was pretty good. That one was pretty good. And do I have another fetchable? Yes, plenty. Okay. Well, let's recall. Please work. Sword's my Arcanist. Yeah, I'll let that go. Vamp. It's close. Damn, it's close. Okay, I guess I'll try and win next turn. They have one card in hand and are pretty not incentivized to draw cards. This could be okay. I've got a Pyroblast and a Force of Will. They finally lost a flip too, so that's cool. Maybe that's a signal that the tide is turning for me. Teferi can't really do anything. If they plus, like, that'd be pretty bad for them. Mox Sapphire. Okay, they got one card. These Bowmasters are doing some serious work. So I think I'll just take 8, chump the construct here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I need to cast Vamp on my end step, though. Alright, we got it. I'm not sure how meta this deck is. If this is like the classic blue light Lurrus, it would make sense that the like the matchup kind of does line up. Like blue white is usually pretty weak to Grixis and Legacy, but I mean this is a completely different format. But cool. I'm already feeling like this is going way better than it should have. So let's go to match number 2. Welcome back for match number 2. We're up against Legacy Club, and we've won the die roll again, which is important in Legacy or in Vintage. So we got Legacy Club playing Vintage, and they also have a Lurrus. This hand's not very exciting, but it honestly looks a lot like a Grixis control hand. But Lightning Bolt against a Lurrus deck, it seems pretty good. Not having any like power in hand though, seems a bit off. Let's lead on an island. See where we go from there. I guess there's no reason not to play out Sapphire, right? Yeah. We're not trying to storm or anything. Urza's Saga. Okay, I'll definitely be strip mining that. And a Mana Vault. Ooh-wee. What a beginning, huh? Manifold Key. What a beginning. Are they going to put Lurrus in hand? Or is it even worse than that? Lurrus in hand. Okay. So brainstorming at the end of turn is kind of frowned upon in Legacy. But in Vintage, is it okay to do if I just need to move some cards around? I know I'm not going to be, like, shuffling next turn. So, yeah, let's just not. This deck might have a lot of lands in it for a Vintage deck, I'm not sure. If I draw a Wasteland, that's better than Strip Mine, I think. Gitaxian Probe. Let's make some informed decisions, how about? Okay, they have another Saga and a Time Walk. That is rough on the Saga part. But other than that, their hand does not do too much. Okay. Carry on. Take the 1. Please. Oh wait, hold on. Now you take the 1. Okay. Resaga. Definitely gonna look for a Wasteland next turn. Because as long as they don't get this going, I'll feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Treasure Cruise. Ah, I love that card. Alright, Brainstorm. No luck. Not yet, anyways. I think I'll Ponder next. Pyroblast is pretty darn good here. If I don't find a Wasteland, I can play Volcanic Island and hold up Pyroblast. So let's put back, what? Bolt doesn't seem like the right thing to put back either, though. I guess it's just Bowmasters right now, which seems wrong, but you gotta prioritize sometimes. Ponder. There it is. So I don't have to shuffle at all, it turns out. I think I want Bowmasters next turn. Hit your Wasteland. They'll probably untap the vault. Yep. Okay. I'll be sad if I have to pitch cast Force of Will using Treasure Cruise, because I'd really prefer to cast Treasure Cruise, of course, but, you know, we don't always get to choose what we want to do in life. They also might have a hard time casting Lurrus, it looks like. If they have those 2 volcanic islands there. Time Walk, I'm not going to fight over that. It's often just an Explorer, as they say. But they will go up to 3 unknowns in hand after this, which is a little scary. I also realized I messed up. By drawing Bowmasters next turn, I just don't have any black mana. I think they'll cast Lurrus here. And having a bolt for that is going to feel pretty good. Okay. Lightning bolt. Hey, yeah. That's pretty cool. And now we just got a treasure cruise. Oh, yeah. And now we're even beating Days? Vintage staple with Days? Yep. Dress down. Resolves. Seems like a strange time to do that. Do they have dreadnoughts? They have a Mox Pearl. 2 unknowns. Untap your vault. Absurd amounts of mana. PO. I don't want that to resolve. Force. My force resolved. Nice. Well, that's pretty good. I stopped them from drawing like 4 cards. And now Dress Down is gone. They have a Volcanic Island and 1 other card in hand, which is clearly not Flusterstorm. Ponder. Rough spread. I want the Bowmasters, but I really don't think Wasteland is impactful, because I know they have a Volcanic in hand. So I'm going to shuffle. Rough. Alright, well, we're kind of reliant on Bowmasters and Pyroblast to get the job done here. Too bad about that Ponder. Oh, wow. Recording right now, actually. Look forward to seeing it. Okay. Huge shout out to Legacy Club. It's really awesome to see all this new vintage and legacy content springing up. DT. Well, that's pretty scary. Hopefully it's for a blue card. And hopefully they can't beat Pyroblast. Time Vault. Okay, well that's infinite turns, is it not? Or I have 1 turn to beat this? Or no, I don't, because I have Volcanic Island. Yeah. I know how this works. Well, I might as well enjoy the show, right? Yep, got me there. But I should probably see what the win con is, right? I guess they have sagas. Yeah, you know, we don't have to play through this, actually. It's not necessary. Yeah, that is pretty strong. So what? Do I need Shattering Sprees? Spreading Sea is also pretty good against, um, you know, Urza's Saga. Steel Sabotage. Yeah, that seems very much like an artifact deck. But what about a Braid? Is a Braid any good? Guess it also works against Lurrus, which is cool. Does that mean Bolt is kind of outclassed? What am I citing out here? Force of Negation, maybe? This deck seems like... Calling it slow is really funny, because it's like faster than probably any Legacy combo deck, but... yeah, you know what I mean. I was feeling pretty good until that Ponder missed. Can I cut a land? Seems like there are a lot of lands in this deck. That might be a mistake. How about both bolts? And one Bowmasters. And yeah, it seems like beating Saga is very important. So, what? What's the last cut here? Arcanist might have trouble attacking. I could see that being true. It's big if true. And yeah, I don't know. Cutting lands seems kind of irresponsible when I don't know the format very well. Don't really know anything about the format, in fact. I'll keep this. This seems pretty good. Looking for black mana. Alright. But we definitely have Saga handled in a few different ways here. And in an emergency, I could like spin for a red blast. Probe me, sure. Gonna check out what I draw too. Doesn't feel like this is the right time to brainstorm. Ponder. I like that. This all seems pretty good. Wonder what they saw though. Go like that. They're drawing a key. Alright. Good to know. Am I supposed to just wasteland them? I do have Saga beat in a few ways. So yeah, this seems actually pretty good. They're gonna island cycle, sure. So no more key. See how important that is. Might not be very important. Now we have a force. They have a lot of cards in hand though. 2 for 1-ing myself on force seems like pretty rough, to be honest. Alright, so now I'm casting Spreading Seas on this, right? They have a force. I guess I'm forcing back. Pitching Brainstorm. I still draw a card, which is sweet. Stone Rain Draw a card. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. That could be pretty good. And do I just vamp for Ancestral here? Try and reload? Probably. Is there any card better than that? Seems like maybe no. Dang it. Well, maybe I can Arcanist it back. We'll see. Looking good so far. Don't stop my Arcanist, please. Mox Pearl. Underground Sea. Nothing. Not even putting Lurrus in hand? Why not? Don't you want to do that? Ah, boo. Well, I guess it's delaying the inevitable. Dig Through Time. A classic. We'll attack. Man, nuking my graveyard feels pretty bad, but it's Dig Through Time. Yeah, I think this is right. Okay. I could take Force Blue card. I could get a land, but I think we're doing okay on land. I could take Land Steal Sabotage. That's actually a lot more value positive than what I outlined. Yeah, I think I'm most scared of their blue cards. They haven't even like moved to put Lurrus in hand yet. That being said, my bolts are out. So how am I really beating Lurrus? Didn't think about that, did I? Yeah, I forget the lands. Let's take a Force and a Steel Sabotage, I think. But as always, you can let me know if that is wrong. Just really want to get this Arcanist casting Ancestral Recall, you know? Something cool like that. I want to do Legacy or Vintage stuff. Serious Vintage stuff. Ooh, Black Lotus. That's pretty good. And a Tolarian Academy. Also pretty good. PO for 2. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Is it good? Probably. But then they can resolve Lurrus, and that's not good either. I might have just made a huge mistake, though. I mean, this deck runs lands, too. They already played a land this turn. DT. Yep. What are you gonna DT for? Underworld Breach. Well, I suppose I should counter that one, huh? They have a top. That would have been a nice thing to steely sabotage. but it looks like I'm going to get to Arcanist this Ancestral, which is pretty cool. So many crazy things happen in these games. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that than Ponder. Target me. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and Ponder. Wasteland is not bad. Black Lotus is also pretty good. Do I need to Wasteland that Academy, though? It doesn't seem like a bad idea. Then next turn I can do some Lurrus stuff. Cast another Ponder along the way. Okay. Hit your Academy. I'm gonna hold up Sabotage and Pyroblast. Try and not die. Yep. You know, I know this line because of Commander. People do this in Commander pretty often, in fact. And I'm starting to feel like I actually did sideboard correctly, too. Mox Jet. Lurrus to hand. Okay, yeah, we gotta figure out how to beat this darn Lurrus. How are we gonna beat that Lurrus? It's like Force of Will or Bust, right? Shouldn't have sided out those bolts, I don't think. I think I made a major goof. Alright, let's cast Ponder. This card's pretty good. When it was legal in Legacy, I did like run one in my Grixis control deck. Shuffle that. Mox Sapphire. Okay. Is getting Lurrus even that good though? I don't think so. Ponder. Time Walk, Preordain, Preordain. Now it is pretty good now that I have Time Walk. Cast Mox Sapphire. Cast Time Walk. Yeah. I just tapped out of red like an idiot. Cast Black Lotus. Lurrus to hand. Now let's take another turn ski. Okay, let's start with a Ponder off this attack trigger. Still nothing. I'm gonna shuffle that. There's DT. Wonderful. Yeah, because I can't cast Lurrus right now, it turns out. Yeah, I'm not playing very well, it turns out. Do that. Underground Sea. Cast Lurrus. Cast Black Lotus. And then what? DT for a force? Is that any good at all? It seems kind of bad. But if they like Lurrus Underworld Breach, they're not going to make me do it. That's really kind of them. Man, I don't really feel like I was gonna win that, but I mean, it's and if I was so stressed about Lurrus, then I think I just need these lightning bolts for sure. If not, if they're not good, they at least like give me some peace of mind in the matchup and allow me to like play like a not crazy person. This Badlands does not seem particularly useful. I could be wrong about that, as always. They also don't seem to be playing like Wasteland, but that's like every deck in Legacy, right? Maybe they don't have room for it if they're playing Saga and all these and have like a double black spell as well. I could be wrong, but I think I'm going to side out the island for this. And then what? One more cut. Arcanist was pretty good there. And yeah, if I have an answer to Lurrus, maybe the Graveyard Hate isn't as necessary either. So what? Oh yeah, I forgot about a Braid. A Braid was definitely an out there. Cutting a cantrip seems insane. Is Mental Misstep bad? Counters a key. I don't know. I'll keep one bolt. But in general, I don't think it was like one of the better cards in the matchup. But having one as an out seems pretty important. Lurrus. I got a Force of Will, Steel Sabotage, Wasteland, Time Walk. It seems like a strong hand. An uncounterable answer to Urza's Saga seems pretty important here. Basic Island go. Sure. Force of Negation. Also pretty good, I think. Until I find a black card, I think everything will be fine. Because for now, I don't think I'm supposed to interact with that. I really want Volcanic Island off this Scalding turn. But I should probably wait as long as I can to activate it. Just to play around like Wasteland and stuff like that. Okay, they're just passing over there. If I start missing land drops, I could be in trouble. Okay, well. I don't have any saying for this moment. Beautiful Rob Alexander island over there. Tripping over my words. This vintage has got me absolutely tongue-tied. Doing the draw-go thing. Getting me all stressed. Alright, how about a land? Okay, this is what I was talking about. Now we're kind of in trouble, but maybe Pyroblast is kind of a late game thing. Sorry about these mismatched wastelands. Thank you for lending me the cards. Yeah, I love you, King of the Depths and Manahandler. I think I just wasteland, right? Or do I not care about Volcanic Island so much? I don't know. My gauge for this stuff is like all wrong, and now I wish I did have Badlands. Although that would be totally insane, right? Like, then I'm not casting any of these blue spells. I guess I could just use them to pitch. And yeah, wastelanding them does not seem very important. Okay, now they're storming. What's going on here? Can I sabotage it in a steel way? Or is it a PO? It is a PO. Okay, well, I mean, I do have Bowmasters. Pyroblast, clearly a much clean answer to this. So I think I'm inclined to do that. And then I can Time Walk and hopefully hit a black source, or some way to find one at least. Because yeah, this seems like a great target for Pyroblast. Okay, they tanked for a little bit and then they let it through. Now they're down to 3 cards in hand. Okay, sweet. Now we are chillin', dude. And I think we're just chillin'. Chillin'. I could try to cast Time Walk. But also hold up Hardcast Force of Negation, Pitchcast Force of Will if they don't do anything Orcish Bowmasters. Then Time Walk gets a lot better because I'm actually pushing some damage on top of it all. Lurrus to hand, sure. Time for some Bowmasters. Resolves. At step 1, I could double waste them and play Spreading Seas on Volcanic Island. Then they'll be reliant on Lotus Petal to do anything that's not blue. Dress Down seems kind of cool too. Seems like a fine time to Time Walk, right? Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. They might interact with it. Okay, they didn't do anything. Yeah, Spreading Seas is interesting, isn't it? Dress Down dealing with Saga feels pretty good. But also running out of cards to pitch with Spreading or for Force of Will could be bad. I don't know. I kind of like this plan. Wasteland one of them. Yep, so far so good. Mox Sapphire. I'll cast that. Okay. Misstep. Could be good. Okay. Until they have Metalcraft, which I might be able to keep them off of with a combination of Sabotage and Misstep. But I don't know if that'd be the best uses of those cards, honestly. I really don't know. And I have to find some point to put Lurrus in my hand. Even though there's nothing in the graveyard to do with it. Paralyzed? So I could have put Lurrus in my hand? Or maybe they're just not going to play in my open mana. That's more likely. Huh. Okay. Bobble. Okay, now I have a real reason to do Lurrus stuff. Could scope out the top of their deck here. It's a Saga on top. Okay. Well, they'll likely play that next turn. Gonna Wasteland it. See what I draw. Dress Down. I think that's good. Not gonna fight over that. Another Force is sure nice. If things don't really line up the way I want them to. And are they gonna run Saga into my Wasteland? Maybe not. Or maybe they just figure they have to fight through them somehow. We'll see. Ancestral? I should misstep that. Never cast that card before. That's sweet. Okay, they're going to fluster that, sure. 3 unknown cards in hand. Should really still try and fight over that. So now let's force pitching Force? Or Dress Down? Or Steel Sabotage? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll force pitching Sabotage. Another Flusterstorm. Wowee. Do you think they have a third one? And at that point, I mean, yeah, it's a bad exchange for me, obviously, but maybe at that point, their turn is kind of cashed anyways. I think I want to keep Dress Down around, right? Or no, I should keep Force Negation. Can actually cast that. Okay, we won the fight. There's Saga. Hit that with a Wasteland. How did we do? Okay, I think. Lorien revealed. Still can't cast Lurrus. So I better do this. And then we'll just kind of hope to hit a blue card off this bauble, I guess. I don't know. They're drawing Force of Will. Hopefully it's too late. Bowmasters, okay. Well, they have a turn to do something. But hopefully my onboard pressure and their inability to cast Lurrus is going to trip them up here. They can't hardcast that Force either, so they have two unknown in his hand. DT, oh god. That's not good, right? Yeah. I think this might be a value breach, right? And one hell of a value breach, too. Oh boy. Although, Ancestraling into these Bowmasters is pretty risky. All right, we got it. All right, we are hanging in there somehow. I'll see you for match 3. Here we are for match number 3 against Hainong Man. Comedy Bang Bang reference. I appreciate it. I'll declare Lurrus here. And it looks like they're probably declaring a Lurrus as well. Lurrus is such a busted card. I think if it were to be unbanned in Legacy, like, I would have to just, like, stop registering Narsets, which would be horrible. Yeah, I was looking at this deck and I was like, wait, why can't I play with Narset? Black Lotus, turn 1 Narset, I know it's restricted, but it still seems like a really big upside. Then I remembered, yeah, can't do that. Can't have a Lurrus companion. This hand's rough. This hand's real rough. This Badlands really looking bad here. I'm gonna mulligan. Much better, I think. Probably send one of these bolts and then... We're severely lacking for action, though. But we have Force of Will, Wasteland, and Black Lotus. So I feel like Once we find a way to start the action going, we'll be in pretty good shape. Until then, though. And I'm supposed to just, like, cast the Lotus out, right? Alright. Mulliganing in Vintage. I hear it's bad. Mulliganing on the play also feels really bad. Okay, they're gonna strip mine me, sure. You got it. Treasure Cruise. Do I even play this Wasteland out? I don't think so. We're chilling. Wasteland. Soul Ring, sure. So I probably just waste their waste. And we're playing that kind of magic. Ancestral. I'd love to cast that off a land, if I may. But if I have to cast it off a Lotus, do I just do that? Okay, they have an Underground Sea. They have a Caustic Bronco. I can bolt that. Yeah, really hoping to hit that land here. I think I'll definitely use Lotus to... If I don't hit a land, I can just Lotus to... Or Mox Ruby works too, I guess. Bolt Saw. Force Negation. Okay. Force of Will. Pitching Treasure Cruise? Question mark? Or pitching Force of Negation. Definitely not Ancestral. And how badly do I need this Force of Negation? I'm gonna pitch Force of Negation. Okay, that just straight up worked. So if I cast Lotus and Ancestral, it'll probably resolve. So that's pretty good. Make blue. Target me. Hey, yeah. Check out this flip. And now I could also resolve Treasure Cruise. Do I just do that, or do I put Lurrus in hand? I probably put Lurrus in hand, I think. Let's not go crazy. Okay. Because if I have to force negation something, I'll want to be able to do that. Saga. Yikes. Lurrus to hand. Yep. Okay. It's not a wasteland. I mean, I do have outs to this. There are outs. Like Spreading Seas. Yeah, it seems like a pretty busted turn. If I can cast Lurrus here. And a Lotus. Crack for blue. Cast Treasure Cruise. Is exiling Ancestral like not smart at all? Because if I don't hit, I already played a land, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it. Or wait. This doesn't matter anyways. Let's do that. Okay, time walk just a little short. I do have dress down though, so that's awesome. Mental misstep, that's a good one. 2 bowmasters though. A little scary. Can't counter them either. So they could either foregrow a construct and like bowmaster this thing twice. Depends what they want to do here. I'm really hoping that they don't. Okay, cool. Whew. Close one. I gotta beat these bowmasters somehow though. But I do have my own bowmasters, so that's kind of a thing. I guess I'd dress down here. Yeah. That seems right. I mean, it shuts off Lurrus, but it'll keep Lurrus alive. Or no, I should make them commit the second bowmasters. Definitely. Maybe this doesn't matter much. Maybe I wait for them to make the other, make the construct as well. End step, then I can ponder as well. I wish I could counter this. It's not possible. Yep. I do have my own bowmasters though, so. However, answering their bowmasters. Ooh, spreading seas. Is it okay for me to take the 1? I mean, it'll be a lot more damage the following turn, but. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let them tutor. They got lava spur boots though. I think we'll have to take some drastic measures. They have probably better stuff to get, like Black Lotus. That one's pretty good. Mishra's Bauble, also pretty darn good. Yeah, I need like another bolt here to beat Lurrus. It's just going to be tough. Bowmasters could do alright. Okay, just attacking with that. It's fine. Taking less damage than I thought I would, which is cool. Manifold Key, that one's pretty good too. Do I just misstep that? This could be like a stupid play, but I don't know. Seems kind of important. Alright, we'll dress you down here. Bobble me, sure. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. If I can hit a land drop, this would be really great. Bowmasters. I mean, okay. Ponder. Find me a blue source. Kinda counts. There's also a lightning bolt in here. But I can't have both? Jeez, what a headache. Crap. Yeah, I think this is just necessary, though. Pitch Spreading Seas to force a negation to keep this alive. Arcanist is a good blocker, too, I just realized. I mean, they're going to get their Lurrus value no matter what, so... Yeah, really capped on mana here, unfortunately. Play this Arcanist, though. Try and stay alive. Hopefully they draw something I can counter. Drawing a lot of cards, though. Yep. Pretty good. Bobble. This could work out for me. This could really work out for me. Wasteland? Okay, now we're kind of screwed. Oh boy. Rough. Rough. So I could cast Bowmasters here, and I think I have to, and just take out Lurrus. Then next turn I can try my Lightning Bolt Madness. All the while I need this Force Negation to really hold up. If this was just a land, we would be in such good shape right now. I'm not casting Ancestral into 2 Bowmasters. Land, okay. Maybe they're flooded. You never know. We could be in good shape here. Ponder. Island cycling. Get an Underground Sea. Play an Underground Sea. Cast Time Walk. Great. No action. Land? It's not a land, but I guess it'll do. Island cycle. Get a volcanic. Play a volcanic. Lightning bolt your Bowmaster. Go to combat. Attack with Arcanist. Target lightning bolt. Get a concession? How am I doing this? Okay, so this is like a mirror match, damn near. So, Fatal Push seems pretty good. If I can beat their creatures, I'll feel like I'm in pretty good shape. And then Spellbomb seems like some good value as well. But didn't they also have Urza's Saga? They sure did. So, just another Spreading Seas and kind of limit my 1-for-2s or 2-for-1s in my own direction. I want to get favorable exchanges against this deck. Do I want another Pyroblast? I'm on the draw. Free interaction seems really good, actually. Is Time Twister a liability if they have their own Bowmasters? I'm thinking yes. I think I can win an attrition game here, since I can get pretty favorable exchanges on Urza's Saga. Shattering Spree seems, well, I don't know. Got plenty of red mana. Y'all have to hop in the comments and tell me what to cut here. And maybe this is just too many fatal pushes, but it feels like if they like untap and attack with Caustic Bronco, it's just over. Similar to Arcanist. It's like Arcanist versus Bronco, in fact. That's this matchup. Yeah, what is bad? What do I cut? I'm just going to cut Force Negation and then Shattering Spree. Okay. Yeah, I think the goal is to, like, not really let them do Saga stuff in the first place. Declare Lurrus. I think this is a weird-ass keep, right? I play Wasteland. I get an island, because I have a Recall in hand, and a Force of Will. Even though I might not have a blue card after that. But if I draw any blue card or any land, like, this hand is pretty darn good. Urza Saga. Okay, well, I think I might have to wasteland that, right? Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, thank God. Sure. They have a similar idea. Caustic Bronco. Oh boy. I think I need to force that. Great. It worked. Now I'm gonna Ancestral myself here. Didn't hit any lands, so please don't wasteland me. Or if you do, maybe like, I don't know. Okay, cool. I didn't get wastelanded. Lurrus to hand. We got bolts. We got DT. We got vamp. If I have to vamp for a land, that'd be pretty funny. Hit Mox Sapphire. It's not bad. But yeah, I think I'm going to DT for a land. Am I? Is that right? I could play Spellbomb. That actually seems pretty darn good. They reach for Lurrus. That Soul Guide Lantern, though, is so obnoxious. This has to be like the lamest use of DT. But I think this line is correct. It feels correct to me. In my heart, it feels correct. Yep. I would have done that first. But maybe they have other plans. Yep. That's pretty good. See if I can Bowmaster it, though. Might be able to get quite a few triggers. They have 2 cards left. Yep. What was I about to draw? Like Treasure Cruise? Because they just like fired that off real quick. I guess with Lurrus gone, I don't also have to cast that spell bomb, so that's kind of cool. All of a sudden I have a 3/3, which is pretty good. Scalding Tarn. Not bad. Yeah, I guess I'll run the spell bomb out. Why not? It's a little late to the party. Mox Emerald. Urza Saga. Okay, so now I think I vamp for Spreading Seas. Attack first, see if it baits out like a Bowmasters or something like that. Didn't really expect it to. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think Bolt. Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah, I'll hold up Fatal Push. Okay, these are both pretty good. But I don't have a blue card, so... Didn't I already play a land? No, I didn't. Wasteland you. Hopefully they're feeling the squeeze here. Another lantern. Sure. My spreading seas, oh no. That's pretty bad, because it would have been a nice thing to loop with Lurrus. I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Can't imagine they have that much more recursion. Yep. More Bowmasters is fantastic. Another Fatal Push as well. I'm feeling pretty set up. I feel like they'd need removal spells. And even then, like... Let's see. I think this is 2 turn if I actually flash these in, so... Let's go for it. This might be really impatient. But let me think of what else could happen. An Act of Desperation could, and a Crack of the Fetch Land could put them at 3. I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Dress down, yep. So they can draw a card now. They're at 5. Ancestral, ooh. Hopefully they don't have the mana to pay this out, but yeah, we could be in some trouble. Mox Jet. Soul Ring. That's a lot of mana. They're just passing. They must have some way to deal with this, though. Not bad. Can start eliminating their blockers, though. Force of Will, almost good. How about that? Force of Negation, sure. Okay, how about this then? Alright, we got there. I can't call this anything but beginner's luck, I'm pretty sure. I'll be back for match number 4. Alright, I took a quick break. Or it wasn't that quick, actually. I went to a local show here. Saw some of my favorite local bands and friends. Pretty refreshed. Had some time to think over the matches, and I was like, those have been like 3 of the most intense games of Magic I've played in a long time. Vintage is far from what its reputation suggests. Alright, it's finally not a Lurrus mirror, but they're a 60-card deck. And I'm on the draw. And I don't have a Force. However, I have a Wasteland and an Ancestral, and a Time Lock. If they don't have Lurrus, is Pyroblast just not relevant? Or if they don't have Lurrus, is Pyroblast just not relevant? This wouldn't feel like such a monumental decision if I wasn't 3-0 right now. Okay, well there's a Misty Rainforest. Is this like bug midrange? It's a Tropical Island. Deathrite Shaman. Yes, I believe this is bug midrange. Do I just wasteland them? Lightning Bolt would be kind of nice. Okay, another land is kind of cool. Should I just sit back? If they don't do anything, I can Ancestral. Deathrite Shaman is not that threatening on its own. Right? Right, guys? Mox. Polluted Delta. Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf. How do I beat Tarmogoyf? With a lightning bolt, probably. I probably want to try and send this Ancestral when I can back it up with a Pyroblast at least, I think. DT. Well, then I can't beat Goyf with a lightning bolt if I DT for bolt. And that doesn't seem like a good use of bolt either. Alright. Gonna sit back here. See if they activate their shaman. I mean, why would they? Lotus. It's a pretty good card. They have plenty of mana. If I cast Ancestral on my end step, what if they play Bowmasters? Can I just out-muscle it at that point? Misstep. I'll Pyroblast that. Looks like this is getting countered in some capacity. Hardcast Force of Will? Sure. Well, they have 0 cards over there. How do I beat this? How? Because I have a DT in hand and a Time Walk and an Arcanist in the bin. Maybe if I draw some acceleration here? Not quite. Could ponder. Wait, this doesn't work. I was thinking of this crazy turn where I can Arcanist, Time Walk, but they have Recall. Man, how do I beat this Tarmogoyf? There's Dress Down. I have Fatal Push in the board. I can try to do some insane Time Twister. I don't want to give them so many cards, though. Probably starts with a Time Walk. I have DT and Vamp, though. Like, there's got to be a way to do this, right? Show me some cards. Mox Jet, Lightning Bolt. Bobble. I might be able to get them to interact with Bobble. 2 bolts should end this thing. And they have no cards. I wish I had some counter magic too. Oops. Wait, how do you undo this thing? Someone told me you could. I meant to do that. Cast Mox Jet. Play Wasteland. Time Lock. Okay. Now, next turn, I'll pick up Bolt. Yeah, this is like a lot of resources just to get a freaking Tarmogoyf off the board, but I can't think of another way to deal with this thing. Who knew that Tarmogoyf would be such a weakness of this deck? Unless there's just something I'm not seeing. I was probably supposed to counter it. That probably would have been like what the person would tell me. Just counter it. Alright. So I could DT for Lotus. This is like not one-hit shit though. It can't interact with artifacts in the yard. That is a thing. I think I just need to weather the hit and try and set up for a future turn here. Seems bad. Seems bad. Vamp on my upkeep for a red source. And then we'll just be in a top deck war, I guess. Yep. However, I have Lurrus, and they don't, so that's a thing. Collector Roof. That's pretty good. We'll be bouncing off each other, though, so... Vamp. How important is the one life? Probably a little important. This does not feel right. Cool. Definitely not attacking. Yeah, that Deathrite Shaman is a major problem. Yep. Maybe I should be wastelanding as well. This takes them off Oko. Okay, they're back on Oko. They don't really have attacks, though. Let's see it. Not a great draw. Hand me that Lurrus. And next turn I can start attacking with that, at least, I think. Deathrite's getting a lot of drain, though. I mean, I doubt they have a basic swamp, though, so... If I'm able to get another, even like a wasteland off the top... would not be such a bad draw. Or strip mine also works. Yep, they're clocking. Y'all will have to tell me if that that line for defeating Tarmogoyf was just completely idiotic or not. They continue to flood. That's good, but they have such better cards than me on board right now. Force of Will. Play Lurrus. Might send her in next turn, just because the life gain seems important. And they have plenty of instants and sorceries to exile until I run out of life. But yeah, I probably would have to trade this for Collector Roof. And I honestly don't know how many more lands they could even draw. They're bound to hit some gas at some point. Starting to really wish my Ancestral Recall resolved. I wonder if I was supposed to like play a longer game, bolt Deathrite Shaman, and then just rely on a double bolt through my Arcanist on a later turn. Because yeah, this Shaman, maybe I was thinking too nearsighted. Maybe I could have like weathered a hit from that Tarmogoyf. Assassin's Trophy. Yep. That hurts, but it could be a lot worse, I suppose. I need a good draw here. I'm running out of life. And that one life turns out was pretty relevant. Mental misstep. That would have been great for a Deathrite Shaman. Just gotta out top deck them though. I have the Force of Will. And now they have additional black source though, so Wasteland's not really gonna stem the bleeding either. But maybe they don't have another Underground Sea? Even Bowmaster's unlikely to help here. We were able to catch up on clock a little bit though. Yeah, I spent so many resources fighting that Tarmogoyf. 2 Lightning Bolts, Vampiric Tutor, which is card disadvantage, DT, which was a tempo thing. Yeah, looking forward to having Fatal Push though. Answers Shaman, Collector Roof, Tarmogoyf, Elks. I'm sure they have Oko. I might as well just cast this, right? I don't know what they could have. I don't want them to be just like sitting on something and tie up my mana. Most of the time you don't want to counter the tutor. You want them to extend more resources. But in this scenario, it doesn't seem right. Alright, big draw here. I don't even know what it could be. That's pretty good. Also take stuff out of their graveyard. But I mean, giving them a bunch of cards does not feel good. They might even grab something on the way out here. Then if I wheel them into a Bowmasters, they could have lethal. They don't do anything. There's Lurrus again. Oh, I just need to do that, right? Well, I can't do that actually, because I have to do that next turn, and then that's likely too late. And there's really no window to dress down either. I guess it could be on my end step. That doesn't make sense though, because then when it goes away, then they'll just move. Yeah, I think they got us. Damn. Let's save clock here. Go to the next game. Fatal Push. Pyroblast. Likely seems like it. Then Force and Negation can probably chill. Is Spreading Seas bad too? I think probably. They're not a Saga deck. There's Spell Bomb. Or a Braid. I think Spell Bomb seems better. Yeah, we can roll like this, I think. Man, Tarmogoyf. It's one hell of a beater. Bug Midrange was kind of the other deck I was looking at if I ever wanted to like have an entree into Vintage, just because it is, for all intents and purposes, like a Jund deck. I think Bosch and Roll mentioned that as well. Just kind of a meat and potatoes mid-range experience. So in that regard, it is pretty close to Grixis control. I think I ought to keep this hand. It's pretty well-rounded. And they're not going to try and combo me. Meanwhile, I have Mental Misstep to try and fight over like a Ancestral. I have pretty nasty refuel with Dig Through Time. And I could even Brainstorm and Shuffle right now if I wanted to. But I want to see what they do first. They got a Deathrite Shaman. Should I try and misstep that? Probably, right? Misstep my misstep. You got it. Alright, let's try and flip the script here. Too many lands for sure. And maybe too many Delve spells. Having a blue card for coming across a force, though, likely just necessary. I'll try and push it. Okay, not fighting over that. Oops, that's a lot of lands. I'm going to try and send Treasure Cruise here. They got a force. I'll take the 2 for 1. They had to pitch a Time Lock. See what they follow up with, because I don't really have much. I mean, I can put Lurrus in hand, which is good. Wasteland. Don't mind that, that's for sure. Plenty of lands, and then nothing. Okay, this could be big. Okay. Special action. Alright. Maybe we can resolve the Dig Through Time. They're going to keep Wastelanding. Might make it hard to cast Lurrus, but maybe easier to cast Dig Through Time. Bowmasters. It's not bad. And then there was a weird question between protecting the red or the black source, but since I don't have anything to get with Lurrus, this kind of seemed like the right move. If they cantrip, we can punish it pretty well. Deathrite Shaman. Ooh. Okay, well, that's a little rough. See what they think about that. Okay, no Ancestral in response or anything. What do I get to draw here? Strip Mine. Gonna cast Dig Through Time. Nice. Lightning Bolt seems pretty important here. I could also get a black source for Lurrus, but that doesn't really seem as important. I haven't done anything for so long. Is Force Blue card any good? I do want this Death right out of here. So how about I take Bolt and Ponder? Then really anything could happen from there. We just kind of have to hope that they don't pull way ahead. Then maybe Strip Mine could even be pretty good here. Well, they hit a land. Are they about to cast Oko? That's a card they could believably have. And then I'm going to kind of wish I took Force Blue card. But then I'd kind of be back where I started. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, I don't mind that so much. In fact, that's kind of good. I mean, kind of. Shuts my Lurrus down. But maybe just like having a beater will be good enough. Probably going to hit my Dig Through Time on the way out. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Not quite sure what to make of that. Strip Mine your open mana? Okay. Well, let's Ponder now. Probably just want to Vamp. Sandbag that Underground Sea. Vamp for an Ancestral, maybe? That seems pretty good. Vamping for Twister doesn't seem good unless they're like tapped out. And, well, that would be lethal with the army attack. We'll see what they do. It's the beauty of Vamp. It's an instant. And they're kind of low on mana. And I'm sure they still have some devastating plays. Really curious what their last card is, though. Could be a Force of Will. In fact, that would not really surprise me. I'm just going to mob up with these cards in hand. Could also Vamp for Time Walk, but that doesn't seem as impactful. Fatal Push my Bowmasters. Sure. Little bummer. Gitaxian Probe. Yep. Read 'em and weep, I guess. Unless you drew Fluster. Well, actually, I can beat Fluster. They drew a land. We might be able to lock this up, depending on how good our Ancestral is. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ancestral's the way to go. Send that. Yeah, not bad. Is it worth even drawing right now? Probably. Well, let's just put a better clock on board. Like, what are they really going to have, you know? Can't counter Tarmogoyf with these cards anyways. But I can dig. I have one push left. And I guess Dress Down plus Bolt can do it too. Nice. They are bricking big time. We are really getting away with something here. We continue to draw pretty darn well. Ponder. Yep, I think that's game, right? Well, not quite. It's close. Wait, yeah, it is. Not if I draw them into something like crazy though. So maybe I just want a DT for like Force of Will. Yeah, it's probably better. Cast this Preordain first though, because I want those Bowmasters. Oh wait, why would I get Force of Will? I don't have a blue card to go with it. I did a second ago. Get Fatal Push. So I have Fatal Push Pyroblast. That should handle their stuff, right? And then I'll have Lethal for next turn. Fatal Push should be able to take out any blocker. And then Pyroblast, any kind of card draw shenanigans they could top deck. Even though Bowmasters does a pretty good job blocking that up. Alright, we're pretty behind on clock. But the sideboarding configuration seemed correct, I think. Being on the draw doesn't seem that bad here either. I'll likely mulligan for some way to deal with creatures, though. And do I just want another Force of Negation being on the draw? I don't want to bring in any artifact hate. And Tormod's Crypt is not value positive enough. Well, Nile Spellbomb feels better. I think this is the way to go. All my cards felt pretty darn good. I'm scared to trim a land. But having a Force of Negation seems like kind of good. Just pad out my interaction a little bit. Maybe I don't need the Spellbomb. Or maybe Arcanist is too slow and might have trouble attacking. Could buy that. We'll have one. Our ace in the hole. Gotta take a couple stops out. I'm pretty behind on clock. And I'm inexperienced, so could be a problem. Hand looks good, though. Keep. Rainforest Go? That's suspicious. Another land. Okay. Cast Bauble. What are you up to? Endurance. Okay. I'm glad I sided out a Dreadhorde. But also, another 3/4 creature. Almost impossible to beat. Where do they come from? Please shuffle. Dang. They wanted that endurance that they didn't even know was there. Another cantrip is interesting. And I guess I got to be really patient with this Ancestral as well. If I can get them to fire this endurance too early, that'd be pretty cool. Like before it's a creature, that is. If they like pitch cast it. Time Twister, okay. Put Lurrus in hand. Seems strong to me. They don't need to know I don't have interaction either. Narset. Do they activate? They do. They miss. That's good for me. I also can't cast Lurrus right now, so that's kind of a problem. Okay, I can cast Lurrus. And Mishra's Bauble kind of ignores Narset in some ways. Okay. Cool. They're drawing Time Walk. Not cool, dude. Guess I'll try and bolt this thing. Nice. Okay, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to beat this endurance, but I'll figure it out. Mox Jet. Huh. Pretty sure Narset's also restricted, so... yeah. Might grind this out pretty hard until they commit endurance, which they'll probably do pretty soon. DT. Uh-oh. What does that mean? They're gonna get a Lotus? Or Ancestral? Or did they correctly identify I can't beat Tarmogoyf? Well, I showed them Fatal Push last game, actually. Ooh, Wasteland. Did they DT for Wasteland? Unlikely, right? Time Walk, okay. They're about to have 4 unknowns in hand after their next draw step. And maybe at some point they're going to try an Endurance. So I don't keep getting this Bauble value. I'm not sure. Yep. Got another one of those. Push my Lurrus. Three unknowns. And they're good. Okay. It's a lot of ponders. Well, let's start casting them, I guess. Force of Will. I like that. That's really good. Put that in hand. Mox Jet. Volcanic Island. Ponder again. Fatal Push. Also pretty good. Yeah, we'll just kind of wait to resolve this Ancestral, I think. Maybe at the end of their next turn. Time Twister seems a little antithetical to what I'm trying to do right now, though, which is grind them out. Leovold. I can push that, maybe. Ancestral. Mental Misstep. Force of Will. Pitching Time Twister. Okay, cool. They're gonna get that. Are they gonna Wasteland me now? No. I might draw a fetch land. Hope I don't have to DT for that part of the equation. Lorien Revealed. Shoot. They'll also get a card off this Leovold, though. It's not good. What if I tried to ignore Leovold? I can't really do that. They have Endurance. So many more cards than them, but it feels like it almost doesn't matter. Alright, well, this Leovold has to go. That much is clear. You know what's better than a fetch land, though? Black Lotus. Then I can Lorien after that. Hopefully recoup some of that advantage. Hope they don't draw into force blue card, I guess. I had to do that to get to Revolt, though. Alright, we got force blue card and Bowmasters now. I feel like this is doable. I feel like it is. I don't know why I didn't ponder a preordain there, though. That was stupid. Wasteland, sure. Wasteland, go. Okay. Well, things are getting pretty crazy, huh? Another ponder. It's a lot of ponders. More Bowmasters. That's what I want. Just pile them on. Man, they're just not doing anything. It's unnerving. Okay. Well, guess it's time. Cast some more. If we can outgrow Endurance, that would be nice. Okay. Endurance wouldn't be so bad if I just had the biggest creature, you know? And they didn't counter that either. What is going on? Wish I knew. Get another red source. Cast Ponder. Looking for counter magic at this point. Hull Breacher. Do I force that? Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all good. Right? Send for 7. Or maybe I should have been hunting for Time Lock specifically. I'm starting to panic. Clock is getting out of control here. They'll have to chump with Endurance if they don't find anything. And Oko Elking doesn't seem that attractive either. Still have more Bowmasters. They just played a land and a Mox Emerald. They seem kind of flooded. And they're really hanging on to that Endurance. Let's attack first. Make them do something. There's Endurance. Targeting no one. Okay. Kind of makes sense. I wouldn't want to give me all that good stuff either. Ooh, they're blocking that? Why are they blocking that? Because Abrupt Decay. Well, I can't counter that, so sure. That happens. I'm gonna brainstorm now. Okay. Put back Preordain Lorien. Play that. Get Island. Cast Treasure Cruise. Cast Probe. Cast Dig Through Time. Get Bowmaster's Misstep. Or Fatal Push. Yeah, I think that. Then we gotta be able to come up on that thingy soon, right? You know what I'm talking about. That frickin' lightning bolt. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Deathrite. Can double Bowmaster that. Grafdigger's Cage, sure. Don't mind that. Preordain. Vamp. Lightning bolt. Dress down. Lightning bolt. Yes! Oh my god. I feel like I probably looked like a freaking insane person. My eyes were probably going crazy. Just like, does this work? Does this work? Okay. I'm up for a trophy. I think I need some help with this one. I'll be back for the final match. Alright, here we are in the final round, playing for a trophy. No matter what happens, this league has been one hell of a success, I gotta say. Looks good to me. I got a couple forces. A lightning bolt. Opponent's good on 7. Let's go ahead and bobble. See what they're up to over there. Street Wraith. So is this survival or doomsday? Either way, I think these forces are looking good. What do we get? Arcanist. Okay. Not a bad card. Scalding Tarn, go. Alright. Underground Sea. Should I cast this Arcanist? I think so. Then we can really get cracking next turn, huh? Resolves. Undercity Sewers. Okay. Almost certainly Doomsday then. And they put a card on top. It's a little worrying. Vintage Doomsday with 8 cards in hand. Cracking a fetch land, no less. Dark Ritual. Uh-huh. Doomsday. Suppose I should try to counter that, right? Forcing back. What if I Time Twister? Will they just lose? I need another mana source to do that. Probably best if I just try and counter it. Okay, that worked. Thank the Lord. Do I just send double bolt at them now? I would have had the land for the thing. That's funny. Bolt might be more valuable. Well, that's not true. Once they resolve a Doomsday, they have the Street Wraith, like, they're just gonna win. See, I could put them to 10, then Doomsday down to 5. I think it's probably worth doing this. But I'm sad I don't have any of my cantrips. I'm just gonna look tough with my card in hand. They don't need to know it's a land. Necro. They got the skull. They're sculling up quite a bit over there. And why not, you know? It's good to skull. Okay, they're going to keep going. Until they're at 3. Why 3? We got a big draw coming up here. Hope it's something Arcanist can do. Discarding 2 Street Wraiths. Well, having that not be part of their Doomsday pile is something, I guess. We hit Ponder. That's pretty cool. Cast Ponder. Can I cast Treasure Cruise? Probably not. Yeah, I think I'm going to shuffle that. Wasteland. That could be pretty good. Let's do it again first. Because what if I want to cast Bowmasters? Do I just shuffle again? What's really going to help me here? Yeah, what's better? I mean, they have so many cards in hand. I don't think Wasteland's really going to help, you know? Tough spot here. I'm going to shuffle. We hit Mox Ruby. No good. Alright, well, they're at 2. And I really hope they needed that land. Recall. Okay. Delta. Ponder. With any luck, they'll shuffle this. So far, so good. Didn't even want to see what they shuffled into. Alright, so against Doomsday, Force of Negation seems wholly necessary. And then Pyroblast as well, probably. Mindbreak Trap too? Could be good. Yeah, because this exile spells, even if they have an uncounterable Thassa's Oracle, if they're going off with their pile, you can still Mindbreak Trap that sucker. I'm so scared right now. But I should be feeling strong. Also, Dress Down, good against Thassa's Oracle. I know that from Legacy. Tabernacle, no. Fatal Push. Do they play Shieldred too? 1 second here. Murktide Regent is a, excuse me, something they can flip into. That skull is scary. Cut down. Steel Sabotage. They don't have much for me in the sideboard. They might Leyline in the Void. Does that make Dreadhorde Arcanist kind of slow? I think so. I don't think I should be relying on Arcanist to win this game. At all, frankly. So yeah, side those out. And Spreading Seas. And that should be good. Can always reevaluate, but this seems right to me. Declare Lurrus. Hand's pretty weak. We got Bowmasters, and we got Lightning Bolt. They're keeping 7. I'm gonna mulligan. Likely better, right? Or is that even true? Probably not. Mulligan. Okay, I guess I'll keep that. And let's send DT and Moxjet. Or Lorien Revealed and DT. Maybe not DT. I don't know, actually. Maybe Wasteland? I could buy that. Mock Sapphire. Probe. Sure. Doesn't change much. Lotus. And a pass. Okay. I was hoping to like misstep a Dark Ritual, but they don't need that with a Lotus. Time Lock. Not bad, huh? Not great either. Maybe I just do it though. Need a little more breathing room here. Great. Kind of what I wanted. Cast DT. And grab probably Ancestral here. Yeah. For sure. Just trying to look tough, you know? Street Wraith. Yep, you got it. Skull. Ancestral me. Force of Will. Alright. It's going to be hard to keep up with this card advantage, that's for sure. They're going to skull themselves up a hand right there. How do I beat this? Might have gotten greedy. One more for good measure. Also, they exiled Gush. So they might have trouble going mega fast. We'll see. I just want to know if they decided to leyline in against me. We'll see. Alright, they dropped Cut Down. Bobble. Not the most inspiring draw. What's on top of their deck? A Delta? It's not so bad. Now what do I get? Mox Ruby. Alright, officially scared. Dark Ritual. They're holding priority. Misstep that. Force a negation. Alright, well, I'll Pyroblast that. Ostensibly, one of their last cards is Doomsday. Alright. Time to skull some more. Okay, now all I need is a lightning bolt. Really need a lightning bolt, folks. Because if they resolve a Doomsday, they will go to 3. But they'll probably have counter magic. I don't know, we'll have to see. There's Bolt. I mean, okay. Starting with Preordain. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? I should have cast this Mox Ruby too. They want one top, one bottom. What's this? Treasure Cruise? Sure is. Thassa's Oracle. Resolves. Demonic Consultation. Oh. This is like a backdoor combo. So they didn't even need to go to 3. Hmm. Can they just exile their whole deck this way? Yep, they have no deck. They also have a Shieldred. Okay. Unfortunate, I hit the bolt, but could not convert. I'm a little scared to take this on without a Flusterstorm, but let's see what we can do here. Shieldred. How do I want to fight that? Probably with counter magic. Could bring in one Fatal Push. And then hopefully we won't have to mold a 5 this time. And there's always the out of like casting Ancestral targeting them when they do a line like that. But you're gonna have to hope that works at that point. Because they seem to have counter magic as well. And a lot of it. So I'm on the play now. Can I take one less force? Seems a little dangerous. Don't want to be cold to Shieldred. Maybe going down one Bowmaster, just because stopping them is so important. Then once I turn the corner, I'll be able to find my Bowmasters to win the game with. I'll play first. This hand's pretty average. Mulligan. There's a Mindbreak trap. They're keeping 7? Yikes. I'll keep that, and then... Bottom Preordain. Alright. Here goes nothing. Second land seems pretty good here. And maybe the third after that. Going to 5 seems pretty bad. Preordain. Sure. One top, one bottom. And a pass. Okay. I'd like to cast Bowmasters this turn. Ponder. I'll Bowmaster that. resolves. They might have cut down. Yeah, there's cut down. Second spell. No shuffle. Wow. DT. I could DT for force and have force Mindbreak Trap. Seems pretty good. Go to combat. Make a land drop. And yeah, I'll cast DT here. For Force of Will. Hope this isn't bad. Because it feels a little bad. Are they gonna send? No, they got sewers. Putting a card on top. And then they're gonna preordain. Spell number 1. Top. Dark Ritual. Sure. Doomsday. Mindbreak Trap. Force of Will. Pitching Fluster. Force Pitch Time Twister. Okay. What's left in their hand? Oh no. I need some help. And this does not seem good enough. At the same time, if I shuffle, that's going to look so weak. They have 2 cards. I'm going to keep the Vamp. Now, what'd they keep on top? Murktide Regent? Oh, Dig Through Time. That's pretty good too. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. Okay, can they win right now? Sure hope not. What's their last card? Please just pass the turn. This is really scary, everyone. I see 3 Flusterstorms in exile, and they are passing the turn. Time Walk's over there. 1 Thassa's Oracle is in exile as well. I don't see any Shieldreds. What is going on right now? Do they play more than one Thassa's Oracle? Probably, right? And do they only play like 2 Doomsdays? Why am I only counting 2 Doomsdays? Is their last card Doomsday? According to this, they play 4 Doomsdays. Yeah, I wish I knew what was going on here. They're at 6. Can I just get Bowmasters? Should I vamp for Bowmasters? How do they beat that? They have Dress Down. 2 Oracles. I don't see Gush in here either. So is Gush part of the plan? So if I vamp for Bowmasters and flash that in, they ping to 5, and then I attack them down to 3, and then they could still, they could still draw 2 cards and then play the Oracle and win at 1. So that doesn't work. How many forces do they have? All the forces are out, so... Yeah, I feel like I should vamp for Dress Down. That seems like the move here. Vamp for Dress Down. Do I do it right now, though? When they could Fluster? Then that's their last card, and they just have to, like, cycle through their deck and win. If I do it on my turn and they Fluster, I just have to readjust and not get a 2-mana spell, get a 1-mana spell. And this deck doesn't play Cavernous Souls either. How does that make any sense? Alright. Stop on my upkeep. Wait, do they play 4 Flusters? No, 3. Yeah, we'll do this right now. Okay, that just resolved. Yeah, I'll take Dress Down. And we'll see if they can beat it. Pretty sure their last card's Doomsday. Or it could have been a land, I guess. Ah, Shieldred. Interesting. Huh. Time Twister would be pretty interesting at this point. Shieldred, Shieldred, Shieldred. Was not expecting that. Alright. Can I Ancestral them? Was that the card I was supposed to get? I wonder. Wasteland. Not good. I doubt it'll really do much either. Alright. This is getting a little scary. I think in case I draw Fatal Push, I don't block yet. Ironically, if I'd held onto that Fatal Push that was on top of my deck, it would have been pretty good. No! No! God damn. Suppose I have to block now. I have some real outs here. Some real outs. Force of Negation is not one of them. Guess I have one more draw. Wait, no I don't. Oh crap. Oh yeah, I have Dress Down, but jeez. This is rough. Thassa's Oracle. Well, I guess I need to dress that down and hope I spike off this. I don't. Shoot. Well, we did our best. Dang. Yeah. Good games, opponent. So close. Huh, I didn't see Shieldred in that list, but I think I saw it post side. Oh man, I mean, that would have been insane if my first outing with Vintage I trophied, but I mean, it is pretty on theme for me. Like, I don't so much trophy anymore. I think I might have made some kind of pact where I just 4-1 for the rest of my life, which isn't so bad. Well, this was an insane run. I had a really great time. Um, yeah, whew, I feel like I need to come down from that for a little bit. Um, especially after taking game one. Ooh, I felt it. I felt it so close. Um, yeah, huge thanks again to Manahandler and King of the Depths for loaning me the cards. Was a complete blast. I had a great time. For my first outing in Vintage, this was a lot of fun. And it's cool to see Grixis Control also be able to do stuff in formats as powerful as Vintage. So, yeah, I think I'll call it a night there. It was quite a roller coaster. And I'll see y'all next time.